So how does a narcissist react when you leave? Now, narcissistic people often, at the beginning of the relationship, they're so engaged in you. They're such, there's this whole charismatic seduction going on. They love to manipulate you. They love to discover what it is that makes you tick, so that they have all the tools in their box to be able to control and hold you. And as this goes on, you find that people are not going to stay in that situation, because the narcissist starts to become disinterested, stops love bombing you, and the true self comes out. At this stage, if you're like me, or if you're like anyone else who's been in a narcissistic relationship, you start to think twice. Okay, once you get over the love bombing, once you get over the gaslighting, you start to get to a point in your life where you're thinking, what the hell am I doing here? Why am I still stuck in this narcissistic relationship? And when you go to leave, it can be difficult, right? Because the narcissist, although they've been devaluing you, although they've been belittling you, although they're acting like they're not interested in you, as soon as you go to leave, they're going to try and pull you back in. Because one, they love the chase. They love, that bit where, a bit like a cat who's got a mouse. When that mouse tries to escape and they're just playing with it, they're just like, that's what it's fun. Like if it's dead, they're just like hitting it, like, come on, come back to life so that we can keep playing the game. Two, they're so scared of abandonment. Like abandonment or being left is like their worst fear. In fact, I know narcissists who, if their partner leaves, they get their mum to come and, visit them the next day, so that they have this this caregiver with them, because they're so scared. Because when they were younger, they didn't get that. They didn't get the love that they required. They didn't get that, and they never built that trust in people or trust in letting go. Hence why they're now trying to control you. Hence why they're trying to control everyone around them. And they lack empathy to let them also live their life. They think that their life, or the lives of other people, is all about them. And this is not a healthy relationship. Okay, this is not a healthy relationship for you. So when it comes to deciding that it's time to leave, or if you threaten to leave, whatever you do, make sure that the narcissist knows that you're not going to take no for an answer. Because a narcissist, although they might act as if they're strong and they can handle anything, and probably, knowing most narcissists, it's often the narcissist who is the one who's threatening to leave you. Or if you have a boss who's a narcissist, they're threatening to fire you all the time. But trust me, as soon as you pull away, that's it. That's their worst fear confirmed, and they're going to do whatever it takes to stop you from leaving. Because they are so scared if they lose control. They do not want to lose any control over you or validation that they are a special person, that they are okay. If someone leaves, if someone doesn't want to work with them anymore, if someone doesn't want to play their game anymore, like that little 5-year-old who is, struggling for attachment because his mum never gave him attachment, that 5-year-old inside them is now looking around going, why are you not playing my game? Who said you could have a lunch break? Who said you could, who said you could go and play with them other kids? They're not going to be happy. They're going to throw a tantrum, or they're going to do whatever it takes to love bomb you back in. Okay, they've got a range of different reactions, a range of tactics to pull you back in. They're going to be feeling so vulnerable that this feeling of abandonment, which has been with them throughout their whole life, is now coming up to the surface. And this, like I said, this doesn't just happen because you've left them. This could happen because, you're wanting to divorce them, or you're wanting to, go to the other side of the world and your mum doesn't want you to. This could literally happen because you say, I'm just going out with my friends for the night. This could literally happen because you say, I'm going to experience something without you because, this is for me, right? They don't believe you're coming back. Like I say, I know narcissists who literally will start to get angry, start to cause arguments, start to cause problems, make this massive tension before this happens to stop you going, to guilt trip you into not wanting to go. They create these problems so that it becomes better for you or more beneficial for you and your sanity to stay where you are, to not go out, to tell your friend, you know what, I'm just going to stay in tonight. That becomes the easier option because you know that you're going to have, if you make a plan to go out, one, if you don't tell them, then they're going to be upset, like, you didn't tell me, so I don't trust you. And if you do tell them, then you've got a week, you gave them that notice, you've got a week now of them being weird with you, them kind of giving you that look or that silent treatment, especially when you get back. Chances are when you get back, rather than being happy to see you, how did it go? Oh, I'm glad you're safe, whatever. It's going to be, you left me, I can't believe you did, or the silent treatment, right? They're going to feel abandoned and they're going to feel hurt. And, that comes from these issues of their childhood where, they have these kind of avoidant attachment style, right? They're very much create this anxious attachment, which can make it so difficult for anyone to be able to have a stable relationship with them. If you're going to have a relationship with them, this needs to be something that you accept, because the moment of separation, whatever that moment is, it's gonna trigger these feelings of their abandonment. Okay, and so leaving a narcissist, it's not going to be easy. It's difficult. It's challenging emotionally. As you know, narcissists are just so known for their narcissistic manipulative behavior. So they're going to use, like I say, a whole range of tactics to punish you, because it's not like you're leaving because it's the best thing. You're leaving because that's the wrong thing in their eyes, and they need to punish you. The narcissist is going to find all sorts of ways, because it knows you so well, to now start that punishment, whether that becomes gaslighting, more gaslighting, telling you that you're the one who's at fault, telling you that, well, the relationship would be fine if you didn't do X, Y, and Z, right? Telling you that you're crazy, telling you that, oh, why are you ruining such a good thing? You'll never find someone better, right? They could use that. They could use projection. They're going to accuse you of the things that they do. They're going to say it's your fault. You're the abusive one. You're the unfaithful one, right? You're the one who isn't putting the effort in. You're the one who's narcissistic, right? They're going to threaten you. This could be violence. This could be mental threats, money threats, financial threats. Okay, they could threaten to leave you, threaten to hurt your family. They could threaten to, do something that's going to be negative to your future, like tell your boss, your secret, tell your friends what you said about them, ruin your relationships with your family. Okay, make your family think you're crazy. Literally start a campaign against you. And these are all amazingly great ideas for the narcissist, because they know what's going to hurt you the most. So for them to not lose you, to not, damn, like it's such a evil, but like it works, because who wants to have their darkest, deepest secrets out? And there's that part in your brain that probably goes, well, actually, I guess there's some good points, and it's just not worth the hassle. You're the empath. You probably make up excuses for them and say, well, they were treated badly when they were younger, So you literally, if they're guilt tripping you, you let them guilt trip you. Okay, and you should not feel guilty for doing what's best for you. If you want to leave and they're trying to convince you that you're the ungrateful one or you're the selfish one, it's not true, right? It's not true that you're ungrateful or selfish because you've put in the effort. You were there and did what needed to be done. Now they are being selfish and not letting you shine, not letting you be who you want to be, not let you see your friends, not let you be unstoppable. You know, one of the biggest things I see narcissists do all the time is trying to cut people off from their friends and family. They do this from the start. That they literally will take you and create these rules, such as, you know, we don't want to start seeing those people anymore. They're not any good for us, or they're losers. They're not the type of people we want to hang around with. I don't like your friends and family. Okay, let's not spend time with them at Christmas. Let's not do this. Let's not do the things that you've always done that made you feel great, right? Because that way you become dependent on them. And what is more important to them than you being dependent on them? They need you to be dependent, say financially dependent, whatever. However it is, it's going to be difficult. But the most important thing is that you can remember to be yourself and remember who you were before you met them, and the fact that you deserve to be treated the way you treat them, which is, I'm imagining, is with respect and kindness. Yeah, with self-worth, you will make the right decision. Whatever you believe to be the right decision, it probably is. And whatever they do to try and persuade you otherwise, you really got to take a good hard look. Maybe speak to someone who's a professional. Maybe speak to a friend who you can trust, because these are the people who are going to be there for you at that time. Maybe join a group like our group that we have going, where you can meet other people in the same situation and support each other. Because a narcissist is just going to get agitated. They're going to behave badly. They're going to be arguing. Okay, so whatever happens, the sooner you can get out of there, the better. Because the longer you stay there, the longer you're going to be put under the spell, the longer you're going to be gaslighted, and the harder it's going to feel to get out. But I know you are unstoppable. I know you can do this.